Hello YouTube, it's me, Planet Phobia, your friendly neighborhood horror fan. Today we continue our countdown of the 100 best horror movies of the 2010s. With only 3 videos left in this series, we are getting down to the nitty gritty. So sit back and enjoy as today we look at movies 30 through 21. This third installment of the Paranormal Activity series still held moviegoers' attention in 2011, as it raked in over $200 million at the box office. The creep factor is still strong with this third offering, going back in time and giving us some insight on the upbringing of sisters Katie and Christy. Basically, we learn that the women in this family are part of a witch's coven that brainwashes girls of childbearing age to have sons and then give them up after birth. Once the girls move in with their grandmother Lois, this realization is made in a truly horrifying manner. The third best horror movie of 2011 can be seen on Amazon Prime.
Where'd you get this?
On the shelf.
If it's in a word or it's in a look, you can't get rid of the Babadook.
The Babadook. This strange little movie explores the difficulties that come with parenthood, how we handle grief, and the fear of madness caused by mental breakdown. This story follows Amelia, a single parent raising her son Samuel after the untimely passing of her husband Oscar. One night, Samuel asks his mother to read him a pop-up book named Mr. Babadook, a tale about a top hat-wearing creature who dishes out torment to his victims. After reading this book, the plot turns dark and signs of the Babadook begin to surface in real life. After pushing his cousin out of a treehouse and blaming it on the Babadook, Amelia, clearly frustrated, tears the book up and throws it away, only to have it magically reappear at the front door the next day. Faced with an impasse in her life, Amelia must come to terms with the loss of her husband, the strange affliction causing her son to act out, and ultimately how to destroy or at least contain the Babadook. This movie feels fresh and definitely makes for a great horror movie with a unique twist. Number 3, The Invitation. When friends meet up for a dinner party, the train soon flies off the track as one couple talk about a new cult-like group they have joined, named The Invitation. This movie plays on themes of grief and how different friends come together and process that grief in different ways. This one will have you on the edge of your seat, trying to piece together how everyone's relationships fit together and what motives are behind the actions of this group brought together to enjoy each other's company. Hang on for this wild ride as the ending will leave you shocked and dismayed. The Invitation is a highlight for 2016 horror, and I highly recommend this one to any horror junkie. Number 3, A Quiet Place. What happens when extraterrestrial beings with an acute sense of hearing take over the world? Well, you better find a quiet place. That's the gist of this 2018 smash hit. Starring Emily Blunt, this one brought a unique story to the horror genre. Yes, post-apocalyptic survival movies are nothing new, but the introduction of the alien monsters and the strange stipulation that you have to be quiet as shit or your insides will be turned to outsides in the matter of seconds definitely keeps you on edge and makes for a suspenseful watching experience. The Crazies. This movie is a remake of George A. Romero's classic. Best remembered for his groundbreaking zombie movies, The Crazies proved to be just as badass. And in the 2010 version, he served as the executive producer. In small-town Iowa, local residents start to go crazy and kill their friends and family with no rhyme or reason, in the most gruesome ways possible. The mystery deepens as a pilot is found in a local swamp after crashing his military plane. It is surmised the plane was carrying some biological agent that must be causing the locals to go crazy and become murderous. This one is jam-packed with grotesque kill scenes while also being a survival horror movie. Can anyone make it out of town alive, or has the damage been done? Once you go crazy, can you ever come back? Find out today on Amazon Prime.
Hi! Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm assuming you're Aaron.
Yeah, I'm Aaron. Nice to meet you.
Joseph. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is gonna be a good day.
Creep. Netflix. This oddball found-footage psychological horror movie was very unique and a breath of fresh air for 2015. So here's the gist. Aaron, a struggling videographer, is excited when he gets a paying client. That client is Joseph. Joseph tells Aaron he will die soon due to an inoperable brain tumor and that he wants Aaron to make a video that can later be shown to his son, who is yet to be born as his wife is currently pregnant. As the vibe turns aptly creepy, Aaron begins to question Joseph's motives and repeatedly tries to leave but cannot find his car keys. Soon, a phone call from Joseph's wife reveals that in actuality she's his sister, not wife. Rightfully so, Aaron begins to panic, and after a short scuffle he is able to escape. Once home, he receives strange items in the mail and realizes he is being stalked. I think I'll leave the synopsis here because if you haven't seen this one, the ending is what everybody talks about and what brings this movie to its satisfyingly hideous ending. Creep is not for the faint of heart, but if you are faint of heart, I imagine you wouldn't be watching this video.
Mama.
Mama. This supernatural horror movie stars Jessica Chastain as an edgy rocker, all about that rock and roll lifestyle until she finds herself the guardian of her boyfriend Lucas's two nieces, after the death of their mother and father, Lucas's twin brother. The girls have been missing for 5 years until being found in a secluded cabin in a feral-like state. Instead of being raised by wolves, these girls were raised by a paranormal entity known as Mama. In another life, Mama was known as Edith Brennan, an asylum patient who died in the 1800s. While investigating her story, a box filled with the remains of a baby are found. This is one of my personal favorites, a cool plot to unravel and a truly creepy ghost. The movie keeps you interested in the backstory of Mama while making you keep your guard up. Just because the girls have been rescued doesn't mean Mama is going down without a fight. I really do recommend this title, but at the moment the only way to watch it is with video on demand. The Ritual. 5 friends plan on a hiking trip in rural Sweden. What could go wrong? How about everything? Pagan themes, runes, and ancient mythology are all key aspects in this amazing 2017 horror edition. Once we discover Modor, an ancient godlike entity who is the offspring of Loki, shit gets crazy. Not only is this demigod pure nightmare fuel, but he has a band of fanatical locals who will do anything to appease the beast they view as a god. I can't say enough good things about this movie, one of my favorites to come out in the past decade. The Ritual will have you questioning your sanity and any ill-advised hiking trips to Scandinavia. Ready or Not. In Ready or Not, we follow Samara Weaving, being her badass self as usual. She plays Grace, the bride-to-be to Alex, heir to the Ladomas family game company. The family makes a deal with Labael, a dark entity representing the devil. Sacrifices are traded in exchange for fortune. A tradition must be followed. At midnight on their wedding day, every new member must draw a game card from Labael's puzzle box. Grace draws the hide-and-seek card. If she can stay hidden till dawn, she wins. Unfortunately for her, the other family members must track her down in order to save their own lives. How will this twisted game of hide-and-seek play out? This movie ends in a crescendo of gore, a must-see for any horror fan. The Innkeepers. The top half of this list is stacked. 2012 had some real bangers, and number 3 is no exception. The Innkeepers is a wonderfully told story, and lucky for us, that story is horror-related. Following 2 staff members working the final week at the once grand Yankee Peddler Inn, we learn of the hotel's haunted history, and the 2 staff members, Claire and Luke's obsession with this fact. This is one of those movies that draws you in. You are completely invested in the story and the characters as you watch the slow downward spiral that becomes inevitable. As a veteran movie fan, you watch in real time the horrible fate that is about to come, almost manifesting it in your own brain. But when it does, it's still shocking. And that ending has stuck with me since I first watched The Innkeepers. This movie is by no means underground or underrated, but if you haven't seen it yet, do yourself a favor and head over to Tubi to watch this superb film, the number 3 best horror movie of 2012, The Innkeepers. Hey everyone, thanks for watching the video. That was our countdown of horror movies 30 through 21, consisting of the 3rd best horror movie from each year of the decade. Tune in next time when we take a look at 20 through 11. After that will be the final reveal of the top 10 best horror movies from the 2010s. This is Planet Phobia signing off, and as always, wishing you good luck on your horror journey.